Oh, interesting. Back to the Valencia shuttle. I kinda expected that we would be just going back to the village. And not a loading screen. What's happening? I really expected we would be going back to the village just to chat once more with Caligus. Which would be interesting. But maybe let's go back to the Void Ship, then let's take care of the Mechanator. And if we don't get any time to chat with Caligus again, then I would go back and do that. Because, I mean, we have so much left to talk about, right? Some talks about corn. Hi Mata-chan, and thanks so much for resubscribing. Much appreciated. How are you? How was your week? I mean, with Caligus it was already so odd that we couldn't call it out, like, after all the evidence we collected. But well. I also do wonder, like, how much does your average person in 40k know about how corruption works, how the demons work, how, like, do people know the names of the archdemons, or just Inquisition people, or I don't know, forests, homunculus laboratory. Ah, and apparently it's also kind of tied to Idira. You can hear the anxiety in Idira's voice, even over the Vox connection. Lord Captain, we found it. The doctor's so close I can practically feel its metal handle in my hand. I really hope there will be something to help her, cause I mean... given especially the fact that she's not sanctioned, I wonder if it's not like a demon trying to lure her into some kind of trap. And I mean, by proxy, all of us. Yay! Good evening, Mata-chan. Finally done modding Skyrim. Nice. And already checked out if everything is working and stable? The voices are whispering over each other in both my ears. I can barely make out what they are saying. Please, take me with you. They keep telling me I won't get another chance, and I believe them. It's now or never. Very well, we will go there at once. Thank you, Lord Captain. I'll owe you until the day I die. You can hold me to that. Well, Dor, I see you soon. What could go wrong? What could go wrong? Yeah, and I guess as usual we will just leave Pasqal behind, right? Ah, that makes more sense. Sounds like a general checkup of your knowledge, practical and theoretical, about things in your job, right? Kinda. But did you finish your seminar? Did you get your certificate this weekend, or do you have to repeat it? Yeah, and worry not, I took the liberty of leveling up Idira in between the streams, so you don't have to look at me. I think it took like 40 minutes, 45 minutes. So yeah, I thought it would be nicer to not go through that together. We're just going to go for more fire psychic powers. And more warp lore, I guess. I mean, we won't use Idira after this, probably.
Always keep your eye on the price.
But also interesting that those voices are luring her into the realm of the Drukhari. A thick layer of ancient dust covers the walls, floor, and equipment. I hope he's still around here and we don't just find like traces of him and then have to track him down even more. Maybe it was a bit stressful at work, and yeah, I heard about Larry not realizing DLC for BG3 or doing BG4. I'm a bit sad, but I couldn't understand them. Same. And hope your next week is going to be a little bit more relaxed at work.
That's how it's done.
I'm also most curious to see, like, what is Larian actually going to do next? Lord Captain, the voices are so noisy. They're calling me. The door must be around here. We need to go farther. Deeper. Oh, what could go wrong going deep into this lair? What could go wrong?
People go on and on about Xenos this and Xenos that. But I look at you, Yrliet, and I think you look like a human. Albeit a dangerously skinny one.
A degrading comparison, monkey. You are the call of Cylon Thrash in a corporeal shell. You could tear the veil apart at any moment. We are as alike as a snowy mountain peak and dirt on the sole of a shoe.
Very charming, Yrliet, as usual. But true. We also have here some days off due to Easter, Friday and Monday. So yeah, enjoy the holidays. Some more loot. It is odd, it kind of looks like barracks or something, right? Not really how I would have imagined the lair of a Drukhari Arc Mechanitor. Is he still around? Excuse me, you have over 800 mods for Skyrim. Oh boy. How did you get that to work? And how long did it take you to install all of them? That's incredible. I wonder,
something nearby.
like, if you look at the lines of the game in the modded, that was close. In the modded version, how many lines are still original lines and how many are modded? This looks more like a laboratory, right?
None are better at searching.
What kind of check is it?
You interrupted my thoughts.
Here? Demolition.
I follow my own path.
I don't even think we can get Ulfar around here, can we? We can. Nice.
Centuries of service and practice.
I also think you really don't want to pick Ulfar along on a
Rise
stealth
to the
mission.
top or get left in the dust.
The Cogitators are deep in dreamless slumber, and the sacred unguents on their connection ports have long since dried. It really seems abandoned. But here we do have at least some aberrations and grotesques. Maybe past experiments?
Hunt, brothers.
Well,
Take heed.
that was close, Ulfar.
Was that supposed to be a
Let
challenge?
us not dawdle.
I've hoped Solarian's next game, Divinity and PG3 are great. Hope they do not go the same route as Black Isle, Bethesda and BioWare, reaching peaks and then dropping off a cliff in quality. I think in general it will be really hard to do something after BG3.
Is there money to be made?
But yeah, I wish them
I will
the
wipe
best
your
of luck.
disgusting presence out of existence.
I will revel in your pain.
Okay, dude. At least those aberrations are pretty squishy. And here we do have a ladder. And Cassia has very bad initiative. Come on, Ulfar, I want to put you down here, and I can't. And we do remember that Ulfar can't use ladders. Damn it. No. Heinrix, you are not Heinrix. Maybe not in front of Cassia, because of reasons. Idira up here, Yrliet here on the lookout. Here we go. Yeah, I guess we should maybe take care to debuff the grotesques, because I think they will be quite tough. Quite health spongy.
I'll see to it personally.
I'm thinking about how to get like the best way to give Edward his ultimate ability. But I think we just start with boosting Cassia,
Who if not
giving her
me?
a turn, and then let's see where we are. Bring it down.
I'll see to it personally.
Hope that just killing those aberrations will already give us some points. Press the advantage. Let's not forget that. And here we go.
I am a navigator, not a servitor. Witness the fury of House
Nice.
Orselio.
For momentum. We could even do another turn. Not another turn, another attack. Let's go for you.
If I may. No, these ruby flashes are choking me.
Good, fair point, Diana. And I think especially the decision from Larian to do like a game that they love, and
Accept your loss.
also still as an independent developer, without stocks or without management like EA, I think things are going to be better. Or at least I hope that. And I mean, I already loved DOS 2 and was like, can they even do another game like that? And oh
Me?
boy, they did.
If you insist, Lord Captain.
And once more.
I'm not accustomed to being ordered around.
Nice, Mana-chan. That sounds almost like a science to do so many mods. Personally, I never used like a mod organizer. I always just used
Me?
Vortex,
If you insist,
and
Lord
some mods
Captain.
just broke my Skyrim. I wanted to kill you. Sadness. Come on, Ulfar.
In the name of House Orselio, I shall
I
prevail.
mean, I think we just have this fall. Oh no, we have 2 fall operations. And then the last grotesque. We can do this. Here we go.
I hunger for battle.
Lane.
Disgrace!
Shoot that far? I don't think so. Well.
None can do this better than a warrior of the All-Father!
5-year university degree in Skyrim modding at Winterhold College. Nice. I can't reach him. I would love to, but I can't. Yeah, well. Maybe Edward can finish this, but I think that might be a stretch.
It's as good as done.
Oh. Well. Oh hey, he didn't even act. Did I inflict something? Immobilized by Cassia. Nice. Was just like, is it supposed to do that? It is nice.
The wolf is on the hunt.
Oh seriously? My fire just stops one square short of him. Didn't I have a rush? Go for that. I think the rush is a different one. So I can't just rush into one direction, I have to rush at an enemy. Oh well. I think I'm a little over-engineering.
Let's see to it.
Also, I mean,
Your reckoning is
you can also
due.
do it like this. 300 damage, nice. Right. Let's have this more to this laboratory.
Keep your wits about you.
Logic. 40% chance. Okay, come on.
Just as I planned.
Nice. Who even needs Pasqal? Sorry, my tech priest. Pieces of flesh, skin and bone are stuck in the dark, sticky sludge that covers the tables. And this table here definitely looks like one of the Arc Machinator. Guess we can't help these people anymore. Oh well. The heck? Do I even want to know what he did to them? Probably not.
Oh, too hard for a simple monkey.
The deformed, feeble and crazed creature is the pitiful and clearly unviable copy of the homunculus Taventius. Oh! Did he put like clones here he could activate? Maybe that's how he survived. Maybe he put like his conscience into one of his clones and this was a cloning laboratory? And with that, maybe we can actually find him here.
I always have a backup plan.
Ah, nice. If I ever go back to Skyrim, I will keep it in mind. Thank you, Marachan.
A space wolf never fails in their duty.
We are so close. I can almost feel the door handle in my hands. What? Yes, yes. I hear you, my sweet whispers. Just guide us, please.
I always
Idira,
keep
you
my
worry
options
me.
open.
I've seen this corridor before. We should turn right. We are almost there. Is this a dream? No? Who cares anyway? Only one way to go. Yes, it is to the right. Oh, that kinda looks like a dead end. But I guess it's not. Idira stares intently at the solid wall in front of her, shifting foot to foot and biting her nails. The wall looks like an ordinary plastier and rockcrete surface, no different from any other in here. I don't like that whatever she's hearing wants us to get somewhere into Ventius' laboratory. Yeah, it really screams chaos and corruption and heresy and Lord Captain, this is it. The place for my visions. Even the scratches on the walls are the same. Except for one thing. She points at the wall. That's where the door's supposed to be. The one I keep opening in my dreams every night. I've seen this moment so many times it feels more real to me than I am. My visions couldn't have lied to me. Maybe it's an illusion? Then you should trust your feelings. Go ahead, try to open it. And I guess we'll have your back? Open a door that doesn't exist. The things you say sometimes, Lord Captain. Well, it wouldn't be the strangest thing we've ever done. Oh, what the warp? What have I got to lose? Hey, that's my line. Here goes. Nothing? I mean, how do you even try to open a wall like a door? Idira steps closer to the wall and reaches out toward the non-existent door. As if in a trance, she clenches her fingers as if gripping an invisible handle and slowly turns it. You hear a click. Apparently it works. Psyker power door opening. A violent ripple tears through the space around the wall. A cacophony of whispers makes your skin crawl from head to toe, like an unseen wave emanating from twisted, broken reality. Uneven rays of impossible, nauseating light break through the concrete, forming the silhouette of a doorway. Eventually, the vision passes, and you clearly see a door where a blank wall used to be. I didn't have a good feeling about this whole mission to begin with, and it gets worse and worse. Idira turns to you with a wide and somewhat deranged smile. "Oh, Lord Captain, we found it! It's the door! Exactly like the one in my visions, which means my salvation is close. Except..." She frowns in concern. "Except it wasn't hidden by some force field contraption. It was a powerful warp barrier. I could never have removed something like that. It's like our arrival was expected, and now they're inviting us in. We best be ready. Someone who knows their witchcraft is waiting inside." Yeah, Heinrix looks at Idira without blinking. A trap, then. You've been played, Idira. A cruel trick. One that could only have come from the warp's twisted will. I have to agree. Option 4. You will go first then. As long as we are together, we will get through this, Idira. Trust me. Idira looks somewhat emboldened by your words. She smiles. Well, you're not wrong. We've been through worse, haven't we? Thanks, Lord Captain. I won't let you down. Let's see what, or I guess rather, who is
Always
awaiting
keep
us.
your eye on the prize.
Yeah, lots of Drukhari weapons. And let's also hope that Taventus doesn't get away or something in the meantime. I hate time limits. Oh well.
I suspect that fighting alongside humans is causing you certain difficulties, psychologically and tactically.
Asuriani are capable of adapting. You monkeys slow me down and slightly hinder me in combat. But it is tolerable.
Let us not
Watch your
dawdle.
steps.
Elliot, you decided to go with us. I just want to point out again.
Speak, Elantak.
Oh gosh. Mir?
I have traveled far darker paths. A trivial task.
Careful.
Et fatter. Both strong and
I mean, then again, we
wise
could
is
just walk
Ulfar.
into the traps and just hear the damage.
Is there money to be made?
Disfigured bodies hang all over this old maintenance bay like worthless slabs of meat, for which the owner could find no better use. Such a joy being called a monkey. Absolutely, and I mean, I think after all we went through, after forgiving her for the things that happened in Komorra, she could stop with that.
Keep a sharp eye.
Why is there so much blood running down the walls? Ugh. And especially
I have learned much in my exile.
if this area is, or this laboratory is abandoned, why is it still flowing? And why is there an alarm ringing?
Rise to the top, or get left in the dust.
Yeah, it kind of looks like the contraptions we also saw in Komorra, right? But we can't interact, we can't free the people. Passage with explosives. That sounds fun.
I always keep my options
Thank
open.
Russ for my sharp senses.
Ulfar, how about you not run straight ahead? I just want to point out, I clicked here on the left icon, and Ulfar like, okay, straight ahead. The tank was shattered from the inside by an unthinkable force. Oh boy. Twitch Studio doesn't look too happy. Give me a second. But I think it was just a weird mood of the streaming software.
Keep your wits
Anyway.
about you.
Let's come back here. The tank was shattered from the inside by an unthinkable force. I guess something escaped. Are those clones? Boy. Let me just look at something. Did the game just scale up again? No. Just cause the streaming software is looking a little odd. Oh well, I hope you're seeing everything nicely. The withered victim's face is forever twisted in a silent scream.
Let us not dawdle.
And I thought we left the horrors of Komorra. No, there are similar horrors, just here. Revolting biomass, some elements of which can be interpreted as human features, floats in the green liquid. I wonder if those are all just like experiments for clones. Probably right. A meta charge. Because also those look like feet or something. Ew. Whatever is growing here.
What is that?
Ulfar just smell a
My
trap.
success was inevitable.
Always keep your eye on the prize.
Drained Farseer. And I think that might be the one who called us here. Oh boy. I wonder if he was maybe swayed by the Archmachinator. You see a contorted, agony-wrecked Aeldari. Or more accurately, something that resembles one. Dozens of scars and sutures cover its face. The sight of its misaligned joints moving under its skin makes your stomach turn, and its singular eye looks devoid of sanity. And yet, as you examine the creature's tattered clothes, you can still recognize, albeit with some difficulty, the ceremonial raiment of a Farseer. Maybe we can find out something more about why the Drukhari or White Adventures was so obsessed with Farseers. At last, my deliverance. Monkey. The disgrace. The humiliation of falling at the hand of a lesser creature. Wow, that's that you still care about that? Enough. The anticipation of this moment is all that has allowed me to retain a vestige of reason. End me. Now. Yrliet takes a quivering breath. Who are you? I do not recognize you, but your vestments. A child of our dead home. I do not remember you, but it gladdens me on the cusp of death to behold the spark of the Asuyani. What happened to you? Lots of blood around. And he's wearing a weird crown, right? Or they, I guess. Who are you? A hollow shell forced into servitude. Every thread of my being calls out to me, urging me to claim your lives, only stopped by the fading remnants of my former self. Quickly, I demand that you give me death to me and break the shackles of this nightmare. The Farseer's crooked fingers reach for his temples, and now you notice the sinister-looking device on his head. Oh, so I guess Idira just heard his call. Interesting. Translucent thread coil and strange, sickening patterns around the Aeldari's temples, sinking into the skin on his face, neck, and clavicles. In the dim, cold light of the laboratory, the device resembles glistening carrion worms that are mercilessly drinking the Xenos mind dry. Ew. That really doesn't sound good. Idira gives you a puzzled glance. I think that's what we're here for. I can barely see the Xenos aura in the warp. Must be the work of that thing on his head. I don't think you want to use that thing, Idira. It doesn't really seem like a good thing to wear. So, what are you? Adventure's plaything. The Master used me by means of that which now entangles my mind and bends me and my powers to its will. I am the tool that conceals his lair from prying eyes with the energies of the veil. Had the monkey seer not heard my pleas for help, you never would have found me. Ah, also why that door was concealed. Curious. So yeah, but that means that we don't have anything to help Idira, right? That's sad. You're pleased for help. The Aeldari doubles over in anguished paroxysm, his voice ringing like a taut string. My silent cries pierced the veil and sent visions of this prison beyond its walls. They carried with them all my dreams of deliverance and liberation. Is that not the reason for your coming? Oh, poor Idira. And I mean poor Farseer. Idira bursts out laughing, her voice hoarse and hysterical. Oh, this half-baked guffer's killing me. What does that mean? It was my own salvation I saw in my dreams, with this half-dead Xenos deliverance. Come off it. Don't you buy any of this crap, Lord Captain. He's just trying to mess with our heads. But think about that, Idira. Why would he even do that? Right? Not really a reason to do that. Oh boy. And yeah, it feels like we're getting even more reasons to kill Taventius, despite already killing him for what he did till that point. I wonder if we would still go to this place if we hadn't killed him.
I've no reason to lie to you, monkey. However, your beliefs are of no matter. You are already here, which means I will finally die. I've never been merciful to Xenos. I've no desire to start now. Let him suffer until death claims him.
Okay, Ulfar. It kind of feels like if we want to go for a quick death, something is ambushing us, right? That's just me being paranoid again.
All I need is the implant on your... Oh no. I shall grant you a swift death. Let it be so.
The Farseer rises from his knees in a jerking motion, like a broken marionette, and takes a step toward you with glassy eyes. His frail fingers move as if tugged by invisible strings, and the mutilated bodies of the twisted creature and the tanks start convulsing synchronously. In frightening unison, their unblinking eyes shift to you. Yeah. Told you. We should have.
You don't belong in this galaxy.
We should have
Witless
taken.
monkey.
Yes. We should have taken a closer look at those bloodbaths. I don't know. How are we ambushed? They all took quite some time to get out of their beds. Oh well. Ineffectual experimental clone. Ah, successful experimental clone. I mean, the thing is, killing more of Taventius clones, I think, is either way a good thing. Alright, Cassia.
I'll see to it personally.
Maybe Cassia can attack here and try to get all those, or 4 of them. See if that will work out.
On it.
If we go here and... Nice! We even get 6. I think probably we're not going to kill any of them. Here we go, come on.
You, my lord predator, does not become prey!
So you attack when I attack the clones, or how does it work? Armor, Eye of Oblivion. Warning. It doesn't say so. And oh boy, so many abilities. Let's do this whole thing again.
Face the Navigator's might.
Why is he able to attack us?
Vengeance will be swift.
And I mean, quite strongly at that. It doesn't say so. He doesn't have an ability which does that. Or a passive ability. Perfect timing, biomancy. No. Ah, intervention. Here it is. This creature gains an extra turn every time their ally dies. They also gain an extra turn when an ally's wounds drop below 50%, but only once per ally. Okay, so I guess we have to kill you. Let's go here.
Step aside. The Navigator is coming.
And let's just give Cassia another turn.
Here's my perfect moment.
But if I do this, he will just attack again. Ah, come
Isn't
on.
this a job for the serfs?
At least a little damage we can tank. Looking at Edward, he can't tank that much more damage.
Me?
No, come on, just die.
If you insist, Lord Captain.
Yikes. So you always attack once and then boost another. Do this again. Or maybe not. Maybe let's just attack him.
If I may.
We don't have to test it. Nice. And once more.
Isn't this a job for the serfs? Try to die with grace, at least.
Took care of that problem.
I am a navigator, not a serf. As duty demands.
Ah, that's nice. It just works out.
Me? If you insist,
Not hurting
another
Ulfar.
foe painted in black.
The darkness.
Unfortunately, that's it.
I'll show you why navigators are feared.
Okay, Ulfar. Where do we have lots of enemies? We have two on the side, one here. That's not that great, to be honest. Just go here and kick him.
So it shall be.
Boom. This count as strange. It counts as strange.
Out of your bones.
I hope that's close enough. Maybe I can even rush. Can I rush? I can
Our
rush.
foes
Go.
reek of cowardice.
And smash. Yeah. Maybe I have to get rid of the flamethrower. It is really nice, but the range is rather limited. Hey. Ah, true. Someone got another turn, so Cassia can act again. Can I get both of you? Nope.
Be careful not to cross my gaze.
I should have pressed the advantage.
You will pay dearly for your actions.
Maybe we can even get both. Yeah, not quite.
If I may.
I go into the darkness.
And I attack once more. Sadness. You know what? Let's put the front line here. Let's finish this with Edward. Front line there. Killing zone here.
It's as good as done.
And then go.
I'll make it happen.
You never stood a chance for me.
I really hope Idira doesn't want to put on this crown. Idira carefully pulls the threads of the precise stifle out of the Farseer's breathless body. The strange device glimmers ominously in her hands, and it is difficult to tell in the dim light if its threads are moving on their own, or if it is because her whole body is trembling. Oh. Terrified and confused, Idira looks at the device, then at you, then at the dead Aeldari. I mean, it shouldn't even be a question whether to use it or not, right? I hope it's not. That's Xenos. Edward, did you see his eyes right before he attacked us? It was like there was no light left in them. And it's all because of this thing. I don't want to die, but I don't want to live like that either. If it means I stop being myself, then what's the point? Yrliet is warily observing Idira from under her lowered lids. You do not have to resort to a solution like this. There are other ways. My kind of other technology device is not designed purely to scorch the soul. Yeah, well, not like your kind is very helpful, Yrliet. Oh yeah, Red. I'm sure they do, and as soon as I visit your nearest and dearest, I'm sure they'll welcome me with open arms and spoil me with gifts. Look, Yrliet, if you're not on great terms with them, then what chance does a monkey witch have? Oh. But I mean, basically what I just said. Heinrix gazes at the Dokari device, pressing his lips into a thin line. Then he shifts his gaze to Idira. Mistress Teles. Oh, please, Heinrix, don't suggest that she will use it. What is it, Iceman? Want to hurry me along? Can't wait for the blasted unsanctioned witch to mother herself? No. I want to tell you not to make the mistake of using this device. Your current technology is designed to mutilate and torture. You've witnessed this yourself. Are you sure you're willing to part with your soul, just so you can live without fear of the curse that you and I share? That was actually pretty decent of you, Heinrix. Our curse. Idira falls silent, unsure what to say to that. Four options, and something special heretical you could do, which probably would also be to force her to wear it, I guess. We can break the device, we can say that she should put it on. We can say it's her decision. Or we can kill her. Why would we kill her? We brought you here, but now that there's a decision, let's kill you.
Break that abominable device. Robbing yourself of your soul is never the way.
Yes, you're right. This crap isn't worth it. Time to accept the inevitable. I can entertain these fantasies of a nice long life all I like, but that's all they ever be. Fantasies. Pretty tales to tale over a glass of Amasec to make real life seem less shitty. Oh. I also guessed like it would be too late to sanction her. And I mean, that's also quite the cruel process. But to stabilize her a little... Oh well. The reality of the situation is ugly and merciless. I'm a Psyker. My abilities are getting more and more out of control by the day. Which means I go out like any Psyker should. It'll be ugly and merciless. Best I can hope for is that it'll be fragging awesome and heroic that you'll be telling stories of it to your grandchildren for ages. Thank you for helping me realize this, Edward. Idira snivels and casually drops the precise rifle on the floor, which shatters into a million tiny pieces. I'm pretty sure we're done here. Lord Captain, mind letting me know when you have time once we are back on the ship? I want to talk to you about plans for the future in private. Can we go now? I've still got a whole life to get on with. Yeah. Would have been too nice to actually find something to help her. Wait. Can't I loot the fast here?
To take risks.
I see the grabbing icon. Oh, I think he's bugged. Oh, well. A tank filled with repulsive green liquid contains a mutilated figure. It is difficult to say whether you are looking at a Xenos, a mutant, or a machine. I just wanted to say it would have been nice to have like a happy ending for Idira, but it's 40k.
Or get left
We
in
don't do happy endings, I guess. And I mean, probably it also makes sense that, well, she just is an unsanctioned Psyker. There are consequences.
Centuries of service and practice.
Yeah, it still surprises me how many bugs there are in the game. I mean, nothing really breaking, except for Heinrix quest.
I always have a backup plan.
But, yeah. Bodies of runaway test subjects. They failed to find a way out and died from hunger and disease.
I always keep my options open.
I mean, starving is really horrible, but I gotta say, I don't know if that's more merciful than dying in one of the test tubes here. A group of runaway test subjects barricaded the door in a desperate attempt to escape from a terrible fate, but help never came.
None are better at searching.
Sadness. We will avenge you, all of you, by killing Taventius. And I'm so looking forward to that. I think those are all Drukhari things. Is that armor nice? But it has a dodge penalty. Then again, I think we have enough dodge. Plus 15% armor, the wearer's willpower is more than 70%. It is not. Here we go.